Here are the 5 scariest horror movies of 2024 so far. From psychological twists to gory terror, these picks will haunt your nightmares. And trust me, the final one is an absolute shocker. You won't want to miss it. Let's dive right in. Number 5. Smile 2. Let's kick things off with the sequel everyone's been talking about, Smile 2. After the massive success of the first film, this follow-up had some big, creepy smiles to fill, and honestly, it delivers in ways we didn't expect. The movie dives deeper into the curse's mythology, following a new protagonist who discovers there's something even more sinister behind those haunting grins. What really sets this sequel apart is how it builds on the original's premise while adding fresh layers of psychological terror. The jump scares? Yeah, they're there, but it's the constant dread that really gets under your skin. Those signature smiles are somehow even more disturbing this time around, and the way the film plays with your expectations is brilliant. There's this one scene in a subway station that had everyone in my theater literally holding their breath. Trust me, you'll know it when you see it. The visual effects deserve special mention too. The way they blend practical effects with CGI creates some truly nightmarish sequences that'll have you checking your mirrors twice. While some sequels just rehash what worked before, Smile 2 proves there's still plenty of terror to mine from its clever premise. It might be number 5 on our list, but it's definitely worth your time if you're brave enough to face those smiles again. Number 4. The First Omen. Coming in at number 4 is The First Omen, a prequel that nobody asked for but everyone needs to see. This origin story of how evil found its way into the world through the infamous Damien actually manages to be both a respectful nod to the 1976 classic and a terrifying film in its own right. Set in a Roman cathedral in the 1970s, the atmosphere alone is worth the price of admission. What makes this film stand out is its slow-burning intensity. Instead of relying on cheap thrills, it builds an overwhelming sense of dread as we watch a young American nun slowly uncover a conspiracy that'll make your skin crawl. The religious horror elements are handled with such precision that even skeptics will find themselves crossing themselves after watching. And those practical effects? Absolutely gorgeous in the most horrifying way possible. The standout performance from Nell Tiger-Free as Sister Margaret is haunting. You can literally see her faith crumbling as she discovers more twisted truths. When everything finally comes together in the third act, it delivers some of the most shocking scenes we've seen this year. The First Omen proves that sometimes, going back to the beginning can be the scariest journey of all. Number 3. Terrifier 3. Now we're getting into the really scary stuff with Terrifier 3. Art the Clown is back, and somehow, he's more terrifying than ever. If you thought the previous films were extreme, well, you ain't seen nothing yet. This third installment takes the franchise to new heights of horror, while maintaining that grindhouse feel we've come to expect. What's impressive about this entry is how it manages to expand Art's mythology without losing the raw, visceral terror that made him famous. The kills are inventive, and I mean inventive, pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible in modern horror. David Howard Thornton's performance as Art continues to be the stuff of nightmares. He doesn't need dialogue to send chills down your spine. But what really elevates this one is the production value. The practical effects are next-level grotesque, and the way they've incorporated seasonal elements, yes, it's set during Christmas, adds this twisted festive element that'll ruin your holidays forever. There's one sequence involving Christmas lights that's simultaneously beautiful and absolutely horrifying. Terrifier 3 proves that sometimes the third time really is the charm, if by charm you mean pure, unrelenting terror. Number 2. Oddity. Just missing the top spot is Oddity, the surprise hit that's been giving everyone sleepless nights. This mind-bending psychological horror follows an antique dealer who discovers a mysterious music box that seems to bend reality itself. What starts as a simple ghost story quickly evolves into something far more sinister and complex. The genius of Oddity lies in its ability to make you question everything you're seeing. The way it plays with perception is masterful. You'll find yourself rewinding scenes just to make sure you saw what you think you saw. The sound design deserves special praise. The way they've incorporated that haunting melody throughout the film will have you jumping at every music box you see for months. The practical effects mixed with subtle CGI create some of the most unsettling visuals I've seen in years. There's this one transformation scene that literally had people walking out of theaters, not because it was gory, but because it was so psychologically disturbing. Oddity proves that sometimes the scariest things aren't what you can see, but what your mind makes you think you're seeing. Before I reveal the most terrifying film on this list, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments which movie has you most excited. Number 1. Exhuma. Taking our top spot is the South Korean masterpiece Exhuma, and trust me, it deserves every bit of praise it's getting. This supernatural horror film about a ritual gone wrong doesn't just scare you, it gets into your soul. The story follows a team of geomancers and shamans who perform an exhumation ritual, only to unleash something ancient and utterly terrifying. What sets Exhuma apart is its perfect blend of cultural horror elements with modern filmmaking techniques. The attention to detail in the ritual sequences is fascinating, making everything feel horrifyingly authentic. The scares aren't just jump scares, though when they come, they're perfect, but rather this building sense of cosmic horror that makes you feel small and vulnerable. The cinematography is breathtaking, even in its most terrifying moments. The way they've captured the ritual scenes, the possession sequences, and especially that final climax, it's like nothing else in horror this year. And the ending? Let's just say you'll be thinking about it for weeks. Exhuma isn't just the scariest film of 2024 so far. It's a testament to how powerful horror can be when it's crafted with care and cultural depth. Thanks so much for watching. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.